Hello students, myself Shiva Gupta from Kendriya Vidyalaya AFS Salwa. We were continuing the chapter heat. We were studying about heat. So we have already completed about thermometers and how to read a thermometer and the precautions related to that. Now we will go for the next topic, that is transfer of heat. You already know that if we touch a hot object, then we feel very hot. Then what happens at this time? The heat is flowing from the hot object to the cold object, that is our hand. It means heat is transferring from one thing to another thing. So how heat flows? Always heat flows from a hotter object to colder object, and it takes place by three methods, that is conduction, convection and radiation. Conduction occurs generally in case of solids. Convection occurs in case of liquids and gases. Radiation is basically in gases or without any medium. If there is no medium, that is vacuum, then also the transfer of heat occurs and the method is known as radiation. So first let us see about conduction. Here you can see a picture is there and a candle is lighted up, and suppose I am holding a metal strip. One end is near the candle, so that portion is getting the heat, and that portion should only be heated. But after 1-2 minutes we will observe heat in our hand also. So how it happens? From this experiment we have concluded that the heat is transferred from one position to another end, from one end to another end, and the end is from the hotter end to the colder end. How it occurs? Solids are made up of molecules, and those molecules are transferring the heat to one another. That is how one end is getting heat and it is passing to another end. This process of heat transfer is known as conduction. But do all substances conduct heat easily? Never. If we will perform a activity by taking some hot water in a beaker, then what happens? Objects like steel spoon, pencil, steel scale, plastic scale, all these things we will dip it inside the beaker, and then if we will observe the materials, then the metal things, the things which are made up of metal, will be hot. So from this experiment we have concluded that not all substances conduct heat easily. Basing on this, there are two types of substances, that is conductors and insulators. Conductors conduct heat easily, for example aluminium, iron, copper, etc., and the insulators which do not conduct heat easily, for example wood, plastic, etc. So next is our convection. It occurs generally in case of liquids and gases. We all know that water and air are both poor conductors of heat. See, there is a picture. In a beaker, some water we have taken. Now we will keep the beaker on a flame. So the bottom part of the beaker will get heat first, and the liquid and the water that is in direct contact with the heat will get heated up, and that hot water rises up. The cold water from the sides, they will move down, and this process will continue till the whole water gets heated. This cyclic process is of heat transfer is known as convection. So this is in case of your liquid. uh, in nature also there are very various phenomena that involves convection. Like in coastal areas, the people often experience this kind of phenomenon that is known as your sea breeze and land breeze. See the first picture, in the first picture, sun is there, so it is daytime. During the daytime, what happens? Land gets heated up faster than the sea. So the air above the land area will become warm and become light weighted. So it will flow towards the sea, and the cool air from the sea will come to the land area. So this type of cycle is known as sea breeze, because the cool air is coming from the sea towards the land. This is known as your sea breeze. This happens during the daytime, but during the night, the second picture, you can see there is moon. So this is night. Here the reverse, exactly the reverse case happens. The water cools down more slowly than the land, and the cool air from the land moves towards the sea. This type of phenomenon is known as land breeze, because the cool air from the land is passing towards the sea. So you can remember this phenomenon easily by, if we are saying sea breeze, then the the cool air is passing from sea to land. If we are talking about land breeze, then cool air is flowing from the land to the sea. This is how you can remember it easily. From sea to land, sea breeze. From land to sea, it is land breeze. Here you questions will ask like this: state the difference between sea breeze and land breeze, or any one phenomenon you can describe. Like this many questions can come, or give some more examples in day to day life where you can feel the convection process of heat transfer. So next is the radiation. You already know that between sun and earth there is no medium, it is vacuum. But from the sun we are getting the heat. It means some process is happening. The heat is transferred from that hot body, that is the sun, to the earth. So basic phenomena in radiation is, from a hot body the heat is released, and the surroundings which are getting that heat, some part of that heat is reflected, some part is absorbed, and some part may be transmitted. This is the basic phenomena of radiation. So we can take the example of heat coming from the sun to earth, heat received by us by the room heater. Any hot utensil, if we keep it to cool down in the surrounding, then it is also transferring the heat by the process of radiation. So all these are basic phenomena and the methods of heat transfer. Next is types of clothes we wear in summer and winter. According to the climate and according to the heat transfer or heat absorbed, we wear different types of clothes during summer and winter. During summers, we prefer to wear light colored clothes. Why? Because light colored clothes reflect most of the heat and keeps us comfortable. The exact opposite is in case of winter. During winter, we prefer to wear dark colored clothes because dark colored clothes absorb most of the heat and make us comfortable. Also, during winter, we prefer to wear woolen clothes because it is the poor conductor of heat, and also air is also a poor conductor of heat, and it prevents the heat from getting out of our body. So this is what all about your heat chapter. So we have concluded today the chapter 4 of class 7th, that is heat. If you have any doubt, then please ask. Bye and take care everyone.